One of the true giants in television history has died.
Phil Donahue died Sunday at the age of 88. Donahue was a household name in daytime TV. He got his start right here at WDTN.
She'd rather watch you on television than talk to her husband.
Yeah, I'm so afraid I'm going to miss something.
Well, your husband will have to learn to put on a better show than I do.
After a series of early jobs in radio and television, Phil Donahue caught on in 1967 when WDTN was WLWD, serving as a mid-season replacement, taking over when Johnny Gilbert suddenly left the station to take a hosting job in New York City. It didn't take long for Donahue to catch on, both locally and nationally.
And when you have a local boy who makes good, bringing big names, but he brought them all in, all the big names, and the rest is history.
He was well read. He knew every subject, every guest. He could talk to them one-on-one, and he handled himself so well as he did throughout Chicago and New York, and went on to be the premier talk show host.
Donahue launched his own show in 1967.
And your clothes are, well, of course, compared to Doc Severinsen, you look
I
like...
think this is very sharp, Phil.
After Jesus' name on the back of your magazine?
You what? Jesus is coming, and boy, is he angry. Only there's a vulgarity used for angry, okay? Now, this is what this woman has objected to. She sees this. She holds God's name sacred, Mr. Flint. You've got to give her...
Donahue's show was different from the start. One guest for a full hour, no band. And his willingness to explore the hot-button social issues of the day emerged immediately when he featured atheist Madalyn Murray O'Hair as his first guest. He would later air shows on feminism, homosexuality, consumer protection, and civil rights, among hundreds of other topics. The show was syndicated in 1970, and in 1974, Donahue moved from Dayton to the Windy City, producing it in Chicago. The show later moved to New York City. Dubbed the king of daytime talk, he was the first to incorporate audience participation in a talk show.
Bob, how long have you been a comedian?
That decision set his show apart from the other 1960 interview shows and influenced a format that made household names of Oprah Winfrey, Montel Williams, Ellen DeGeneres, and many others. Later renamed Donahue, the show had a 26-year national run and include radio star call-ins, which Donahue greeted with his signature, "Is the caller there?" The show won 20 Emmys and a Peabody Award in 1980.
From Irish Catholic roots in Cleveland, Phil Donahue rose to transform television and reshape the national conversation.
In May, President Joe Biden awarded Donahue the Medal of Freedom, citing Donahue's role as a pioneer of the daytime talk show.
It really was an emotional time, and it was almost like, you know, a faucet. It was just all over, and it was let your hair down, we've done it, walk away on top.
The show ended in 1996 after nearly 7,000 episodes, but Donahue wasn't done. He worked with Soviet journalist Vladimir Posner on a TV discussion series during the Cold War in the 1980s. Donahue and Posner also co-hosted a weekly issues roundtable in the 90s. And Donahue directed the 2006 documentary Body of War, which was nominated for an Oscar.
You are really fascinating.
No, but you are wonderful. I said it when we were off the air, and I want to say
Donahue
you
lived
are
in New York
loving
with
and
his wife, actress Marlo Thomas. Donahue had 5 children, 4 sons and a daughter from a previous marriage. His family confirming to the Today Show that Donahue died Sunday after a long illness. He was 88 years old.